I went to the grocery store.
Looks like you went to several grocery stores.
Yeah.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I'm Jessica.
And I am Brian. Yes, today we have for you the first, as far as I know of, Crocs grocery haul.
It's not only our first grocery haul video ever, it's also our first grocery haul of 2021.
Yay!
It's January 3rd today. So I went to the store, well, multiple stores. My favorite are Aldi, Trader Joe's, and Whole Foods. So I went to all three, and we're just going to go through bag by bag and literally show you everything that I picked up along the way.
Let's get to it!
Alright, so I always start out my shopping trips with my handy dandy shopping list. We did a video specifically on how I put together this list each week and all that kind of stuff. If you want to check it out, I'll link to that below. And I'm also going to give you a PDF copy of this exact list that I used for this week of shopping, just in case you're curious and you want to see a closer look at it. But this is a clean copy. After I go shopping, it looks more like this, which is just my folding and chicken scratch and all that kind of stuff. So this is how I do my shopping list. I'll link to it in the blog post, so check out the link in the blog post and all that. But we're going to start, I always start my shopping trips with Aldi. You know why I start with Aldi? Do you know why, Brian? Because Aldi has the best deals usually. And so if I can get it at Aldi, I try to get it at Aldi. Also, I want to preface this by saying I was going to do my hair and not look like a total psycho, but I thought I'd give you the true Jessica Croc grocery shopping hair experience, because this is what I usually look like when I grocery shop. Alright, so into the first bag from Aldi here. What do we have? It's like Christmas. We're going to start with some bananas. I have 2 bunches of bananas. Now you may ask, why do you have bananas, Jessica, when you already have a million bananas? Well, I like to keep really green ones on hand because then they don't get like ripe, and we'll be eating these in like a week and a half. So yeah, I got some green bananas. Aldi always has the greenest bananas of them all. I got some of these frozen California steamed vegetable medleys. I think this was on our top 10. We did a top 10 things that we like to get at Aldi. I got a couple of those. I got some frozen blueberries. They have really nice blueberries. Those I'm going to add into my oatmeal probably in the mornings. And then we're actually going to make a new recipe this week. Hold on. Let me sort these out. So I got some corn. So this is just frozen corn. We are going to make the corn fiesta stew from the House Fan Solution. All right, so we're going to make that. So I got some corn for that. And that is all that is in this very first bag. Now, on to the next bag from, these are the Aldi bags. Next bag from Aldi. This one is our Handy Dandy Croc picnic bag. Usually I use this for cold stuff, but right now I'm using it for oats. I got 2 things of old-fashioned oats. We've been going through oats a lot lately because I've been eating oatmeal a lot. And then I also got some various spices like some onion powder and some garlic powder. I got some cumin, some parsley. They always have the cheapest, like these are $1. They're really cheap. I just like to get these just to have on hand in case we run out. We use a lot of onion and garlic powder and that stuff. Now, that being said, I'm in the process of changing all of my spice jars over to my new spice jars that I got, and then I will start buying stuff in bulk so I don't have to keep buying these plastic containers and reusing them or like throwing them away and all that. But that's it for that bag. All right, up next from Aldi, this one, we have a bunch of butter lettuce. So this is my very favorite lettuce to use for salads. The Aldi butter lettuce, it stays fresh really long. I don't know why. The dogs are meddling with my bags over there. So I got like 5 of those because we'll pretty much, between Brian and I, we will use up like one of these per day when we make our giant salads. And I also got a couple of non-food items, which I'll go ahead and show you because why not? I got some tissues because I always like to buy my tissues from Aldi because they always have these really pretty boxes. So I got like 5 boxes of tissues, actually. All the tissues! And I found, see at Aldi, that's the fun thing is, they always have that fun stuff. I found this cool 2021 planner that's like super cute and like the colors that I love. And it seriously, like, it has like every single month, it has all kinds of different, like, it has spaces to write, all kinds of journaling type things and all that kind of stuff. So I thought this was really cool. It was a good find for $8, I think. So I thought, why not? Why not? All right, that concludes this Aldi bag. I'm running out of space, and I'm gonna move some of this stuff. Okay, this one is the big one. Oh God. Okay, this is my M&S bag. Those of you who are in England know exactly what I'm talking about. We bought this when we were in England, and then we thought we would go to Aldi and shop with our M&S bag, because M&S is kind of like, just, I don't know, it's a really cool grocery store in England. Okay, in here we have all kinds of exciting things. We have some mushrooms. Brian and I have been enjoying, I don't know, just various different kinds of mushroom things. So I thought, you know what? Brian can come up with something creative to make out of those mushrooms. We got some peppers. I think the green ones we need for the corn stew. And then multicolored ones just for the just for salad prep, basically. I got some blackberries because they were still a pretty decent price, and I like to put different kinds of berries in my oatmeal in the morning. Brian made some really good green beans the other day, so I thought these looked really good, these green beans, and I thought he could make a nice little green bean dish for us to eat with one of our meals later this week. I got some zucchini, and I know, all this stuff is wrapped in plastic and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, in an ideal world, I would like go to a farmer's market and pick these up and not have any waste or any of that. But this is my world right now where I'm literally just trying to buy what is the most affordable for us, and Aldi has the most affordable. So I know there's a lot of plastic going on here. You guys can tell me that in the comments. I know you will. All right, onions. I got white onions. I got red onions. So all kinds of onions. And I also got, these were weird. I'd never seen these before. They are tearless onions. They're tearless and sweet. They are Sunions. I don't know. So they're like yellow onions. They're like supposedly don't give you tears. I don't know what that means or how they've been. I don't know. But I thought, you know what? I'll try them out. I got some garlic because, you know, I always use garlic. And some carrots, of course, for salads. And also for that corn, Fiesta corn stew that we're going to make from Healthspan Solution, we needed a butternut squash. So I went ahead and picked up a nice giant butternut squash. That concludes the Aldi portion of this video. So I'm going to clear all this out, and then we're going to move on to Trader Joe's. Welcome to the intermission. I have a few things I wanted to bring up in the intermission here. First of all, you may be wondering, Jessica and Brian, is this grocery haul an entire week's worth of groceries? Yes and no. We will go through a lot of this in a week, but we will probably be pretty stocked for at least a week and a half. And also some of the stuff I bought is stuff that we just wanted to stock up on that we'll have in the pantry for weeks and months to come. Number two, you may be wondering, how much did all of this cost, Jessica? Well, I will break it down by store, and then at the end I'll tell you how much everything altogether costs. So, excluding the non-food products, the total that I spent at Aldi was $59.58. I will also include in the blog post how much I spent on each individual item in case you're really curious and want to know. Number three, I forgot what number 3 was, but there's a number 3 that I was going to remind you of. Hold on. All right, well, I couldn't remember number 3, so I think it was just a reminder to check out the blog post below for all the details and information and all that kind of fun stuff. And this concludes the intermission. All right, my second stop of the day was Trader Joe's, and I love Trader Joe's. You guys know I love Trader Joe's. Let's start with this bag. So, I stocked up on a couple of things. We were running low on cashews. We always buy the whole raw cashews, so I bought a couple of bags of those. They are, I feel like, most affordable at Trader Joe's versus other places. I also stocked up on some almond milk because we were running low on the unsweetened original almond milk and just like to have that in the pantry. I picked up a pomegranate. Now, I thought, I don't know, I love pomegranate seeds and I like to just take them out myself. I find that they're fresher. I'll make Brian probably help me do it, but I thought it would be nice to add these to some of my oatmeal. I thought it might be a good thing. Usually I throw them in salads, but I thought, why not try it in the oatmeal? I also got some apples. Brian isn't really eating a lot of fruit right now, but I found these Cosmic Crisp apples that were super red. Don't those look delicious, Brian? He's shaking his head, yes. And he likes a good, dark apple like that, and so I thought, let's try them. That's one kind of apple that we haven't tried from Trader Joe's. If you saw our video where we tried every single apple from Trader Joe's, that wasn't in season during that time. I also picked up about 6 or 7 of these pink lady apples, which you guys know if you watch our apple video, it's my favorite. Okay, on to the next bag. We have, let's see. Okay, next bag from Trader Joe's. All right, this is a new thing that I found recently that I really, really like. Now, I'm going to pronounce this really not good. I should know this. I took French. Okay, I'm not even going to try. Just look at it. Just look at the name. And our friend Luke, who speaks French, can give me trouble later. It's green leaf lettuce, frisee, radicchio, and carrots. And I just really like this blend. It's just really super tasty. And I just wasn't in the mood to prep any greens or anything like that this week. So I thought between the butter lettuce and these, I picked up 4 of these. Salads done. We are also going to be making another new recipe this week, which is the broccoli, something broccoli. I should have had this marked. It's one of the first recipes in the book. Cheesy broccoli and rice casserole from Jill Dalton and Jeffrey Dalton's new book, Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy. You might recognize her from the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show. So check out her book. I'll link to that in the blog post as well. But we are going to be making that broccoli casserole. And so instead of buying fresh broccoli, I just bought a bunch of frozen broccoli. And these are pretty affordable from Trader Joe's. I found weird things in my broccoli before, and I'm just scarred for life in the fresh broccoli, and I can't do it right now. I also bought this fancy berry medley, which will be also, I know I keep saying put in my oatmeal, but I like to have a variety of things to put in my oatmeal. I got some limes because in the health span book on that corn stew, it says to garnish with a wedge of lime, and I thought, you know what? Let's be fancy. Usually we just use the lime juice from the little bottle, but we'd squeeze our little lime on top of the thing and it would just be so fancy and nice and cool, and I don't know, I feel like it would be great. Strawberries. Usually, right now, strawberries aren't that great, but these ones looked really good, so. And some pickled fermented jalapeno slices. These have a ton of sodium. But also on that corn stew, it says you can rinse off some pickled jalapenos and put it on garnish with it. So I thought, rinse it off to get rid of some of the sodium. So I thought, let's do it. Why not? And that, my friends, is the end of the Trader Joe's portion of this haul. Wait, just kidding. We're not done with Trader Joe's yet. I forgot to tell you how much I spent at Trader Joe's. I spent $56.85, including tax. All right. The final stop I always make is Whole Foods, and I do that because I like to get the stuff where I can get deals and cheaper prices. Sometimes Whole Foods has really good deals, and sometimes it's a little more expensive on certain products, so I usually go there last. But today I picked up some kale, which we need for the, got a couple of bunches of kale. Which is very wet. We picked up some kale. I need that for the broccoli casserole that Jill has in her book, so we'll be using that for that. I also, the number one thing I get at Whole Foods, I always get is beans. They have these no salt added cans of beans for 79 cents a can. I'm not going to pull every single one of these out, but I got black beans, I got pinto beans, I got kidney beans somewhere, kidney beans and garbanzo beans. So those are the 4 types that they have in the no salt added. We do have some dry beans. We do use our Instant Pot from time to time for that, but I love to just have a bunch of these cans on hand. So we were running a bit low, so I picked up just a ton of cans of beans. Brian, before I walked into Whole Foods, said, hey, can you pick up some of that vegan mushroom gravy, which they have? We actually will probably make some baked potatoes, and no, not baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, and put this on there, and it's just super good, and yeah. So there you go. So I got 3 of those because I was just like, I'm sure he's going to want more after we eat the first one. And this whole box is literally 60 calories. Not that we count calories, but yeah. Okay, the last thing from Whole Foods other than a million cans of beans, which you can show them how many millions of cans, and this isn't even all the cans of beans. There's actually way more than that. But we go through a lot of beans. The last thing that I picked up are these. Brian didn't know I got these. He's smiling. He's excited. The Days of Christmas, it's an advent calendar with tea. And I told him, I found these like December 10th or something. And I was like, well, we're already so far into December. Like, I'm not going to buy them. And they were like $13 each. And you get 1 bag of tea for each of the 24 days leading up to Christmas. So I bought 2 of them. So next year, because these are good till 2022, and they were on sale for like $8 after the holidays. So I bought 2 of them so that we can each have a nice cup of tea in a different flavor each day leading up to Christmas next year. Super cool. All right, so that concludes my Whole Foods. That's all I got at Whole Foods. Now for Whole Foods, I took out the cost of this because this doesn't really count toward my grocery bill. It was $31.70. So if you guys have been doing the math, comment below and see if you can guess how much I spent for the total haul. Let's get Brian back out here and then I'll tell you. So there you have it. That's everything I bought at the grocery store today. I stole your line.
You did steal my line.
All right, Brian. So can you guess, because you probably weren't paying attention anyway.
Totally wasn't.
What the total price for all of this was?
$98.29.
No, silly bee. Ugh. It was $148.13.
Yeah, that's what I guessed.
Yeah, so like I said, that's not a true representation of like, we spend this much on groceries every week, because we have things in the fridge that we'll use for this week, and then a lot of this stuff we won't use this week, like obviously we're not going to use all the cans of beans and every little thing.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for me to give you guys an idea. We get asked all the time, like, how much do you spend on groceries? But I'm always like thinking ahead and stocking up for, what recipes I know we might be making in the future. So it's really hard for me to kind of give that. But I will, like I said, put all the information on the blog post as far as what everything costs at our local grocery stores here in St. Louis. And comment below and let us know what your favorite stores to shop at. Do you guys have Aldi, Trader Joe's, or Whole Foods? I know a lot of people don't have those in their area, but comment and let us know what your favorite stores to shop at are, and all of that. So other than that, do you have anything to add?
Nothing. We got to put all this stuff away, and
Yes.
And we got to get to getting the rest of our food prepared.
Yes.
But subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and you can click the bell notification that is right next to it so you get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, including Facebook and Instagram, and like and share the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, do whatever, comment, and all that kind of good stuff. Interact with us because we do really enjoy that stuff. But
Yes.
I think that's all I got.
That's definitely all I got. Oh, wait. I forgot one thing.
What?
Stand by. I forgot Peep.
Well, there you go. Either way, folks, we will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye-bye.